Hi, I'm Josh Beach here for Western TV. I'm here with three of the star players for the men's basketball team. We got Greg Morrow, Anthony Spiridis, and Quinn Henderson. Thanks for joining me today, guys. My first question is for Greg. Greg, why don't you tell us a bit about how things have been going this season? You guys are first in the OUA West, correct? And just kind of, have you guys exceeded expectations? Have you matched expectations? How are things going?
Well, we started the year off pretty well. We're 6-3 right now, and at the beginning of the year, like, our expectations was to make the Final Four, and we're pretty much on our way to kind of accomplishing that. We still have to get a lot of wins against some good teams, but I like how our team's looking right now with our chemistry and how some of the young guys are playing. So we haven't reached that goal yet, but we're on our way.
So Quinn, you've been the captain for 2 years. This is your fourth year playing for the team.
Fifth year.
Fifth year. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth year playing for the team. Okay, so yeah, you've been around. So how has the team kind of evolved since your first year and going into your fifth year now?
Yeah, well, it's been a long 5 years. It came in as one of the younger guys in a really veteran, experienced team that had a really good year, and since then we haven't been that successful. You know, second, third, fourth year we got better every year though, and it's cool now to be in my fifth year. You know, be with these two guys who are in fourth year, really grown with them, like on and off the court, relationship-wise. The whole team's coming together. Then, you know, every year adding a couple pieces, and I think this year definitely, of the 5 years, our team's probably the closest, which has probably led to some of the success. And I think, yeah, we have a good team chemistry, and just adding different pieces every year, it's really cool. And I'm looking forward to the last couple months.
Tony, you were just recently named Athlete of the Week. In your last game, you scored 23 points. Kind of tell us, how you kind of had that outburst and how it feels to be named Athlete of the Week for Western.
Well, it feels awesome. That was definitely my best game here as a Western Mustang. So, just got off to a good start. Drove the basket early and got a few good easy buckets to get me going. And then we played well as a team. That was a big game. We knew that playing Windsor, number 5 in the country, was going to be a tough test, and it would set the tone for the second half of the season now. So, getting the momentum back after a long Christmas break and feeling good about this upcoming half.
That's good. That's great, Tony. Congrats on that award. Speaking of awards, Quinn, you won a pretty big award last year, the Ken Shields Award, which is not only for basketball but also for academics and involvement in the community. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you won that award and stuff you've been doing in the community in the classroom?
Well, our coach, Brad Campbell, has given me a couple opportunities. Whenever something comes up, he always lets me know. And over the years, I've helped out community a little bit. London Ramblers basketball, doing some house leagues, helping out with rep teams, and also did something for the Aboriginal community at Western. They had a high school tournament they put together. I helped out with that. So Brad's just done a great job. He knows I'm interested in getting more involved in the community and trying to help out where I can, and he's given me good opportunities, and I've just tried to take advantage of some of them.
That's great. Good for you, Quinn. All right, Greg, back to you. Greg, you lead the team, 19 plus points per game. How does it feel to kind of have the team rely on you, put the ball in your hands on most possessions, and you're really the key guy for this Western Mustangs team?
It feels pretty good. It's a bit of a new role for me, because in the past I've been more of a role player, kind of just go in there, hustle, get rebounds and stuff like that. So I definitely like this new role, and my teammates really support me. They always just tell me to keep shooting the ball and just be confident in myself, and that's really helped my game, just having the support of my teammates.
All right, Tony, so again, 6-3, first place in the OUA West. What does this team have to do kind of going into the halfway point of the season to improve and just continue their winning ways?
Well, we know where we're at now in the league, and we have a pretty good feel of the league, so we know the games that we think anyways, go in and win. So as long as we continue to get better, Coach Brad always talks about how the good teams get better throughout the year as the year goes on. So we don't want to peak too early here. We want to keep getting better as the season goes on. And we're looking forward to playoffs and the rest of the year.
Anthony Bennett in 2013, now Andrew Wiggins in 2014. The Canadian basketball game is definitely growing. There's a record number of basketball players in the NBA that are born in Canada. So what does that mean kind of for CIS basketball and the game in Canada in general? Maybe Quinn, I'll start with you.
Well, I think a lot of it can be attributed to Steve Nash winning the 2 MVPs and being a kind of a big idol look up for Canadian players, and Vince Carter. I mean, as a kid, I was a Raptors fan. Vince Carter was a generational player. So I think it's pretty cool just to, be around some of those guys playing against Kevin Pangos tons in high school, Brady Heslip, some of the guys that made it Division I, and being in the same type of gyms as Wiggins and Bennett, and playing with them growing up. It's cool to see them kind of grow into the NBA level, and I think it only bodes well for talent in CIS as more players in Canada are playing, and they move up through the system. The coaching, I think, has gotten better in Canada, exposure and everything. So I think it's cool, looking forward to what basketball could be in like next 15, 20 years.
Greg, Tony, Quinn kind of mentioned it, but did you guys ever get to play against any, Stauskis or any of those guys that played here?
Yeah, I played against Stauskis growing up. Played against a few other D1 guys. Stauskis was really the main guy. I used to play him a lot in club ball and stuff. So it's pretty cool seeing him in the NBA right now. I mean, he definitely put a lot of work into his game and just worked his way up the system. So it's cool to see.
Anthony, any closing remarks? Anything these two guys didn't cover on that?
No, I think they did a pretty good job. It's as Quinn said, basketball in Canada is picking up, which is good to see. More people are focusing on the CIS game, the NCAA game, and paying more attention, which is awesome. So I think it's great.
All right, that's great. Again, guys, first place in the OUA West, 6-3, the men's basketball team. Come out and support your boys. Check mustangs.ca for the schedule. Thanks again, boys, for joining me. This has been Josh Beach for Western TV. Thanks a lot.